Hey guys, this is Dom from West Island Guitars and welcome to the channel. Today we've got our In the Shop series with a Epiphone ES335 dot version that we are going to do a tune-up, setup, and change some strings. Let's get to it.
West Island Guitars.
Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we'll take off the pick guard for cleaning. Once we take off the pick guard, you see like there's some wear here. It's all like kind of used, so that'll get all nice and clean. So we'll put her on this side here. Get that going right here. See that? Okay, that's good. So we'll take off the strings. We can just loosen the tension a little bit. Some guys like to do some really weird stuff here, putting stuff around the strings around the tuning pegs, but see, this guy's got like so many winds in here and really unnecessary. Take the bridge off, put that aside, put the bridge here, take these guys off. I'm going to readjust all the heights anyway, so it's not a problem. So what I like to do is I take these cloths here, here, and here. So I'm going to take my fret eraser, put this here, and this guy goes here. So basically I give it a little polish, okay? And the key is not to get any on the wood. So we get it on the wood, it just scratches it, mars it up. Now you can see that these frets are not in great shape. There's a lot of wear, some divots. It's not great, but they're not terrible. But it's definitely got some use out of this. So once we get to the end, so we use the smaller one because then they kind of overlap each fret and you won't be able to get to all of them. So we can see that the end definitely has a lot more oxidation. So that looks pretty good. Okay, so I use a product here called Murphy's Oil. We're going to spray a little on. Okay, and then with a very soft bristle brush and in a circular motion, we can definitely see there's a lot of dirt on here. Really, you can see it kind of scrubbing out. So we're going to have to do a little bit of side motion action here to get this all cleaned up. And we'll see once we clean this, there's so much dirt in here. And you can definitely tell how dirty that was. So I got another product here that will just get everything else cleaned up. I'm going to take off the cover here for the truss rod, so we'll get that cleaned up as well. Here, and then I don't like to put anything on the guitar. I'll just spray some spray here. Okay. I can tell some of these are loose, very loose actually, so we're going to have to tighten those once we put it on the other bench. Okay, same thing on the body. lot of dirt in these little crevices here. The pickups got a lot of wear and dirt on them also. We can kind of see where the pick guard was. Like it's this very discolored right at the edge, but it's not bad. Not bad. Okay, we'll do the sides. So, and I guess, you know, when the guitar strings are off, the bridge is off, it's a great time to do a nice cleaning, because you won't normally be able to do this with all the strings on it. So that's why it takes me probably just as long to do the cleaning as it does to do the setup. But that's all part of the job. Okay, that looks real good. Nice and clean. Alright. Alright, so now we got it all nice and clean. We are going to oil the fretboard. Kind of rub it all in. Just get it right in everywhere. Get it all nice and in there. Okay. Alright, so now we've got the components here. We're going to clean them up a little bit. Now sometimes if they're really oxidized, I have like a metal cleaner. It kind of gives them back a polish, but this guy's in pretty good shape. Alright. Okay, so we can put these in here like this. This is for the tailpiece. So I like to put these not all the way down, but let's say just leave a little bit exposed. Kind of like that. And then these guys, we'll get a starting point. We'll leave about a 1/4 inch. And again, I've done these so many, so I know where to start. But we'll put the first string on, and then we'll get some adjustment going. Yeah, we're going to go like that. Okay, there you go. So what I like to do is I'll put all the strings in first. Put that all back in there. And put that in there like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I take my Milwaukee drill, which I have this tool here. If you've seen some of my other videos, it's just basically a hex key with a string winder to it, and we put it in reverse and we get started. So I like to line this up so that the hole is straight, and I leave about, you know, a finger's length in there, and that should give us about 2 winds. Put a little bit of pressure, and that gives us 2 winds. Now I did raise the heights here, and I can definitely see it's extremely high. So we're going to adjust that right away. Well, not too bad. It's at 2.25. It's not terrible. But we'll adjust it a little bit. We'll get this guy adjusted here, just a hair. So we're going to turn clockwise, which brings it lower. Okay, cut that here. So I don't want to cut it at the tip, just leave enough that it doesn't pop back out. You just got to always make sure that they're in the seat, in the saddle here. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Click on the link below, and don't forget to hit the little bell, because the bell will give you notifications on when our next videos come out. And we've got many videos planned out. Like I said earlier, we have this series, which is called In the Shop. We have another series that's called In the Studio, which is going to be a combination of some podcasts, some interviews, some product reviews, and some demos of our very own West Island Guitars products. So lots of cool stuff on the channel, tips, reviews, especially if you're a beginner, lots of beginner focused items, and definitely a lot of stuff for some seasoned pros that want to learn more about how to tune their guitar, and lots of tips going on there. Now we're going to tune up. So really important is we need to stretch the strings. I got a little tool here that's made by Stu Mack. It's called a stretcher, and you know, it's kind of, you put the bottom of the string here, and it just puts a little pressure, and it just gives a stretch. And that stretch is really important. We'll see when we tune it again. It's going to go down a whole step, maybe two, and it just helps get some stability back to the tuning of the string, especially when they're new. And they'll be a lot more stable if I do this a few times. Alright, that's not bad. Let's see what she feels like. Definitely the action is extremely high, so we want to check where we're at. So we are at almost 3 and 3. So what I do, okay, is we're going to go clockwise, and clockwise brings it lower. So I'm going to try 3 turns and see what that gives. Yeah, I'm already at 1.75. Still very high here. So raise this guy back, and this guy's got to come lower. Okay, now that's just between 2 and 2.5, and this guy's at 1.75. So I can go a little bit lower here on both sides. Clockwise here. So let's give her a wiggle here. Yeah, that's no good. So I'm going to back her up a little bit. So it's not bad, but we're just going to give it another little turn here like this. And we'll give her another tuning. Bad, so we're going to just check the intonation quickly. So for all those beginners out there, so the intonation is basically the open tuning, okay, and the 12th fret has to have the same tune. Very cool, Okay guys, so that's it for this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for lots more cool videos to come. Please subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit the bell, and lots more to come. Again, this is Dominic from West Island Guitars. Peace out, keep rocking, keep playing. Ciao guys.